Famous kids who ruined their careers. Among the many problems of being a child celebrity is that their appearance on the screens at an early age can take a serious toll on their life once they become of age. They tend to change once they hit 15 years or adolescent stage, getting into endless trouble, and sometimes they end up abusing drugs. Since they deviate from appropriate behaviors early, they find it difficult to change later. In this video, we have listed some of the famous kids who ruined their careers. From being seen as the future stars to being used as a bad example, you're not ready for the surprise awaiting you. But before we begin, kindly subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing content. Please give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our weekly uploads. Let's get it on! Number 1. Edward Furlong. We're talking about the innocent young John Connor who did justice in his role in the film Terminator 2. Unfortunately, the fame Edward Furlong gained from the film got to his head, and he completely changed for the worse. Unfortunately, it may have started even earlier. Furlong's childhood wasn't exactly what most of us would consider normal. He didn't know his father, and his mother eventually lost control of him. This resulted in an aunt and uncle suing for custody and raising him until his early teens. In 2001, he partied hard with celebrities Natasha Lyonne and Paris Hilton. At the time, Furlong, who was 23 years old, ended up hospitalized for an alleged overdose. That very same year, he was arrested twice in 4 hours for driving without a license and for fleeing in a car accident. What ensued were long periods of rehab. In 2004, he was arrested for attempting to steal live lobsters from a store. It didn't help that he was intoxicated again. In 2009, the former child star was finally admitted to an LA psychiatric hospital. He didn't improve much after that either. His whereabouts are currently unknown. So is his career. Number 2. Alexei Famkin. Alexei Famkin was born in an ordinary family in Moscow. He was a Russian actor best known for his recurring appearances on the children's TV series Yeralash, and also in his leading role in the film Guest from the Future. From the first grade, he began to study in theater studios. After returning from service in the army, Famkin was briefly part of the Moscow Art Theater, where he did not stay long due to a damaging attachment to alcohol and drugs, which affected the quality of his work. Later, he left for a remote village in Vladimir, Russia, where he got a job as a miller and met his wife, Elena. On February 24, 1996, Famkin, who was hosting some of his friends in his apartment, died while a fire broke out and ravaged the house. Everyone but Famkin managed to escape. Reports pointed at him being dead asleep during the incident, thanks to his uncontrolled use of drugs. Number 3. Haley Joel Osment. Joel Osment had all it takes to be one of the best actors in the film industry. Known for being the guy who appeared in Forrest Gump, The Sixth Sense, and Artificial Intelligence, he was more than a talented actor. However, fame made him deviate from the right path for a few years, something that has had an adverse impact on his career. His situation got even worse when he was involved in an accident in 2006 after he hit a brick mailbox. He suffered injuries including a broken rib, a fractured shoulder blade, cuts, and burns. Osment was not only driving under the influence of alcohol at the time, but he was also caught with the possession of narcotics. He was sentenced to 3 years of probation, 60 hours in a rehabilitation program, a $1,500 fine, and a minimum of 26 visits to anti-drug centers for 6 months. Due to substance abuse issues, he was no longer getting the usual invites to audition for blockbuster movies. Life has never been the same since. While Osment might have avoided the most serious of pitfalls of fame before he was even in his teenage years, it's hard not to draw comparisons between his career then and now. Number 4. Amanda Bynes. Another child star who is famous for her roles in Nickelodeon shows crossed the line and now finds herself in an unfamiliar territory marked with solitude and regrets. After being arrested numerous times for unlawful conduct, driving without documentation, and for the use of various flag narcotics, her previous Snow White image went to the bins. It started in 2012 when Bynes was arrested for hitting a police officer's car. All the efforts to put her on the right path failed. Instead, she tried to manipulate her medical examinations and continued acting in a reckless manner. On July 22, 2013, she was found outside the home of a stranger in Thousand Oaks, California, attempting to start a fire, for which she underwent a 72-hour mental health assessment. It was also discovered that some police officers had abused her in LA, a matter that ended up in court. She also tried impersonating Britney Spears so that she could be internalized at a private medical center in Los Angeles. All these incidents seemed shocking to fans, who always saw Bynes as a sweet, innocent Nickelodeon star. However, there were clues all along that she might rebel against the same people who made her famous. Bynes has kept a low profile since she received treatment and officially quit the Hollywood scene. But her increasingly strange social media posts have some fans wondering if things are still going well for the former actress. Number 5. Drew Barrymore. She's probably the only one on this list who managed to overcome all her life difficulties. Because of her sudden rise to stardom, Barrymore endured a notably unpleasant childhood. She started smoking cigarettes at age 9, drank alcohol at age 11, and started using narcotics at age 13. She was sent to rehab at the age of 14, where she spent 18 months in an institution for the mentally ill. Attempted suicide in the same year put her back in rehab. After several ups and downs, she went to New York to try her luck on a play, and she easily found herself with narcotic addicts in nightclubs. She stole a credit card and flew to Los Angeles with a friend where she purchased more substances. In 1989, she attempted suicide again by cutting her wrists, but was rushed to the hospital just in time. At age 14, she felt like she wiped the slate clean on everything that happened to her, but struggled to book new work. Over time, she tried to mend her relations with the family, with a mind to change and get better. Now she has stepped away from the spotlight to raise her 2 kids and manage other business pursuits. Barrymore reportedly has a net worth of $125 million, so she'll be just fine even if she never collects a paycheck from acting again. Number 6. Jake Lloyd. The famous young Anakin Skywalker had many problems since his entry into the film world. He shot to fame after playing Anakin Skywalker in the 1999 film Star Wars Episode I: The Phantom Menace. Moreover, he allegedly admitted that Star Wars turned his life into hell. On June 17, 2015, Lloyd was arrested for reckless driving, driving without a license, and resisting arrests. His mother, Lisa, stated that Lloyd had schizophrenia and that the accident had been brought about by not taking a psychiatric medication. She added that Lloyd attacked her at her home in Indianapolis in March 2015 because of his struggles with the condition. In April 2016, he was transferred to a psychiatric facility after being diagnosed with a severe case of the condition. Apparently, he was a victim of extreme bullying at school while shooting Star Wars, which triggered nightmares that troubled him for years. Lloyd has stated that his entire school life was a living hell, and on top of that, he had to do up to 60 interviews a day. Apparently, fame was becoming more of a burden to him. Lloyd has now moved closer to his family and is working on improving his condition. Number 7. Macaulay Culkin. One of the most symbolic actors in the 90s, the boy who played Kevin in the Home Alone series was every kid's role model. In the years following the popular movie, he stayed very busy in Hollywood. According to Culkin, the culprit responsible for his messy life was his father. His old man began asking for incredible sums of money when young Culkin began cashing in on his talent, something that the show's producers perceived negatively. On September 17, 2004, Culkin was arrested in Oklahoma for possession of 17.3 grams of narcotics and 2 other substances, alprazolam and clonazepam, but was released on $4,000 cash bail. After being taken to court for minor offenses, he was declared innocent, but later turned himself in as guilty. He received 3 prison sentences with a 1-year suspension and was ordered to pay $540 in fines. The memories left of him are the timeless Home Alone films he did. Today, he seems to enjoy life out of the limelight. He's been active in social media, whether appearing in YouTube videos and podcasts, or just posting his own stuff. Hollywood is a rough place indeed. It's been known to chew up and spit out adults, much less children. Most people would assume Culkin was doomed to a tragic ending like many child stars before him, but luckily he seems to have avoided the worst of it. He's stumbled for sure, but Culkin seems to be doing all right considering all he's been through. Did you enjoy our video? Which child star in the video was your favorite, and why? Well, if you enjoyed our video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing content. Please give us a like, share the video, And don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our weekly uploads. We value your feedback. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below.